Good afternoon, Glow Academy students and staff and families. Happy Monday. Happy June 8th. Happy last week of school. All the things. It is exciting for me to say that we have made it through this school year intact, which is really important. But I'm a little sad that this is our last week of school. I'm going to miss so many of your faces this summer as we move about our summertime plans. It has been absolutely delightful for me to sign off every day by getting to see all of these wonderful glow faces in front of me. Today, our title slide is all things science. I was at Glow Academy today filming some things with a film crew, and we happened to be back in the STEM lab. And I was reminded of a stat that I think is really important for us to be mindful of. Did you know that women, not surprisingly, make up 50% of the workforce, but only 17% of STEM jobs within that workforce? That is unacceptable, ladies, which is why we are working hard at Glow to keep our heads in science and math and technology and problem solving and feel comfortable experimenting with all the things that will make our world a better place so that we can continue to insert ourselves into STEM related jobs as we move forward, because we're going to need some pretty amazing women problem solvers fixing the world around us. Updates from GVA. Reminder that the last day of GVA and the school year is June 11th. All assignments and discussions must be posted by 11:59 p.m. Otherwise, the ship is sailing, my friends, and you will be left on shore. So make sure that you are working really hard to get your assignments and discussions complete. I am seeing more and more ladies who are putting the period on the end of the sentence because they are DONE, done with all of their schoolwork, and I am so proud of you. Remember, this week is the last week of your leadership advisory class in GVA, which means that you have an opportunity to complete your student survey. Please make this a priority, ladies. Easy grade and lots of opportunity to share your voice. Last night, a parent survey was sent home to your parents as well, and please encourage them to fill that out for us. Student voice, parent voice, teacher voice, all of those things come together and help us to make a better school for you. Reminder, last week we started talking about summer leadership camp at Glow Academy this summer. We have a camp that we are offering to rising 5th grade girls. The cost is free. It'll be on campus at Glow Academy in the middle of July 13th through 19th. Lots of fun STEM activities, creative stuff, maybe even an opportunity to go to the pool with the YMCA. So cool stuff happening at Glow. Get the word out, ladies, to your little sisters in the world and make sure that they know about this camp opportunity. A reminder that we have end of year celebrations this week. 6th and 7th grade is June 10th, 9th and 8th grade is June 11th. All Glow students are welcome to come and drive through and share in the fun. Reminder, ladies, to let your parents know that they can come and bring you and walk away, or in this case, drive away, with dinner for the family. So we are providing all Glow families who come out for this celebration an opportunity to drive home with pizza and drinks and ice cream to share in the family fun. So last week, I started sharing my summer list, which I think embarrassingly had like 3 books on the list. Then I shouted out Miss Moore, who brought like 1,000,000 books to the list. And then she brought in Miss White, who had a lot of books on her list. And then she brought in our feature teacher of the day, which is Miss Moore. And again, I am seeing a lot of books on the list. So, way to show me up, Glow faculty. I appreciate that and am humble enough to recognize that I am glad you have some summertime to do some reading while I'm working at school. All right, Miss Moore, what's on your reading list this summer?
Sorry, couldn't find my mute button. So this is lofty for me. If you know me well, you will know why. That I honestly, children and adults do not enjoy the task of reading. It is laborious for me. It is hard for me. Therefore, I do not enjoy it. I have a lot of things going on in my brain that make it something that's just not my fave. So this challenge is actually personally for me, I'm challenging myself. I reached out to my college friends, I reached out to my teacher friends, I reached out to my family, and asked for suggestions on things to read. So here we go. My top list are all heavy, either race related or education related or parenting related. And then the ones across the bottom are just really all over the board of things that I think, and my people that know me well think that I will enjoy. There's some science, there's some food and cooking, there's some fantasy, there's some imagination and adventure, and I'm just super excited.
So, Miss Moore, who do you challenge to share their reading list of 2 books tomorrow?
I am going to challenge, this is a staff challenge, yeah?
Yep.
I'm going to challenge Miss Katie Ann Majeski Turner because I know that she will come up with some good stuff.
Fabulous. Well, there you go, Miss Majeski Turner. Your challenge has been issued to share your summer reading list with us mañana. Oh, Miss Majeski says challenge accepted. All right. So, everybody, create your own drum roll at home because today I have some exciting news. Today, I am going to announce the 2019-2020 Glow Girl of the Year. For those of you who are new to us at Glow Academy, you should know that Glow Girl of the Year is the only award that we give for the entire school. And there is only one student each year that is selected by the Glow faculty to be Glow Girl of the Year. And this year, our Glow Girl of the Year is Miss Dusabe. Woohoo! Well done, Dusabe. We are so excited for you. Dusabe has amazing things that she brings to the table when it comes to being a Glow Girl, walking the path of all of our Glow values. If you are one of Dusabe's teachers or have taught Dusabe in the past, I invite you to say a few words about her now.
I'll go. Dusabe has this uncanny ability to be honest and just shut down bullying. And she's like a sponge. She wants to learn as much as possible. She's always kind. She's always respectful. Model Glow Girl for sure.
Anybody else?
I'll go. This is Coach Landry. Dusabe was in my PE class, and she just took initiative to do everything, holding doors, helping people. She definitely stands up to bullying and just an amazing student. I enjoyed having her in class.
Yay, Dusabe. Who else?
I'll speak up. This is Miss Moore. I was lucky enough to have Dusabe last year. I was her math teacher, and one of the things that I most remember and am most proud of her is her bravery when it comes to asking questions. She is not afraid to speak up and get things out that need to be gotten out, and I'm super proud of her.
So before I was a teacher at Glow and before Dusabe was a student at Glow, I worked with her at one of our learning circles. And in the project we were doing, she would not stop laughing, which then made me not be able to stop laughing. And then that was the continued relationship from the time she started being a student and I started being a teacher. Was every time I would see her in the hallways, it would just be these bursts bursts of laughter. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate that daily. And every time I see you laughing, it is one of my favorite things. So cheers to you and your wild laughter.
I'm gonna go. I've never taught Dusabe, but the year before last, at our old campus, during any kind of exchange with Dusabe, always so sweet and kind and memorable. Not just her name, but just the way she acts. She is the epitome of what we hope a Glow Girl is. So you don't even have to teach her to know who she is, because that's the kind of shine Dusabe has. Go on, girl.
I also was not lucky enough to teach Dusabe, but I know her from running club for the past couple of years. And not only is she super fast and she loves to run, but she also is so encouraging of her teammates, and she's just a great person to have around. So I have loved getting to know her, and I think she's a great choice as well.
I do teach Dusabe. I teach Dusabe this year, and it has been a true gift to teach a student that is so engaged in her learning and so willing to ask for help, not afraid to admit when she doesn't understand something, to advocate for herself, and to just be a kind and encouraging student to everyone. It has been a joy to teach Dusabe.
There you have it, folks. All incredible reasons why Dusabe Uera is our 2019-2020 Glow Girl of the Year. She gets to share that honor with girls that have come before her. And that include Paula and Nyasia and Kaya, and now fourth Glow Girl of the Year, Dusabe. Congratulations, babe. We're sending you lots of love. So shout outs and celebrations this afternoon. I see up at the top of the list that Amiri had a shout out or celebration she wanted to share with us today. Amiri, can you get us started?
Yes, I want to shout out Ms. I want to shout out Ms. Tomlin, because she's always gave a shout out to every single student, and I'm glad that she did it. Thank you.
Thank you, Amiri, for sharing that. We appreciate that. Anybody else have a shout out or celebration they want to share today? Miss Tomlin, go for it.
So I do actually. I just want to shout out one of my avid students who self-advocated and went back into all of her discussion posts and replied to a classmate, even though she didn't do it the first time through, and then sent me an email with the exact information of, I have now responded to a classmate in week 3, week 5, blah, 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 so that I could go back in and fix her grade. So that is a great sign of maturity and self-advocacy.
Excellent. Anybody else?
I'd like to shout out Aaliyah Clay for doing the very same thing that Miss Tomlin made mention of. I also want to shout out some young ladies in my class today. Miss Aaliyah Clay, Alexandria Barrios, and Kobe Gupton, and they remind me that it's really important to stay engaged. So part of what makes learning and teaching so engaging, pun intended, is the engagement that you have, with other people. Because really there was no reason for them to come on today, but they wanted the engagement. So we solved the world's problems and talked about propaganda, and so it was engaging, and I learned stuff from them. So I want to shout those girls out for reminding us what, being educated is about engagement.
Thank you, Ms. Sharp. Anybody else today?
Yes. I just wanted to give a shout out to Sarah Taney, who over the weekend made it her duty to let me know that all of her advisory work was done and she was done with the 7th grade and bid me a strong adieu. Sarah Taney, it has been great having you in my advisory. I will see you next year.
Wonderful. Thanks. Anybody else? Miss Moore.
Once again, Christina Kolsch has taken it upon herself to write something sweet to make me feel appreciated as a teacher. And I just want to thank you, Christina, for taking the time to periodically throughout this whole endeavor, sending out little personal notes to us as your teachers. I appreciate you and I love you.
Wonderful. So on that note, Christina, can I invite you to join us by reciting our sisterhood pledge for us this afternoon?
Sure.
Wonderful. Take it away.
Okay. We, the Sisterhood of Love, pledge to respect ourselves and each other's needs, be kind in all our words and deeds, have fun while learning, be lovingly honest, keep a positive attitude, and live with confidence. To achieve our goals, we use our minds and never leave a sister behind. We are strong, we are brave, we are the girls of Glow Academy.
Good job, Christina, and Christina's dog, who is fiercely protecting her in the background. Thank you for reciting our sisterhood pledge. Congratulations, Dusabe. I can think of no other person who deserves this more than you. You are truly a Glow girl. And to the rest of you, thanks for joining us today for these morning or afternoon announcements, rather. We'll see you tomorrow. And remember, as always, we are here to support you on that ever important journey towards high school graduation, college enrollment, and a lifetime of professional and personal success. We believe in you. We are here to support you. Stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow.